Vice President of Student Affairs, Dr. Regina Hyatt, joins me now to tell us a little bit about the Cowbell Well Initiative. What is it and kind of how did it get started?
Thank you so much for the opportunity to talk about Cowbell Well. This is our public health campaign for our students and our employees to think about how, in the midst of the COVID crisis, they can stay well. And this campaign contains lots of informative pieces that will help keep our community safe and well during this time.
And how is it being implemented? Tell me about that.
Sure. So we have lots of signage, videos that include lots of prominent people around campus and in town. Of course, Bully, our mascot, is involved. We have lots of social media postings and information that will be available to our students in our residence halls through our digital signage. And in general, all around campus and in town, you'll see Cowbell Well messages.
And with all the students getting ready to come back, I know there's a huge focus with not wanting to spread the coronavirus. So what are the goals for implementing Cowbell Well?
Sure. Well, certainly our primary goal is to help reduce the spread of COVID-19. And we're going to do that by emphasizing 7 health behaviors. I'll try to say all of them without looking at my notes. The first one, and importantly, is what we're doing today, wearing your face covering. And at Mississippi State this fall, in every building, you must wear a face covering. And outside, when you're not 6 feet apart from someone. So that's the #1 strategy. Secondly is washing your hands frequently or using hand sanitizer in all of our buildings. When you come in, there are hand sanitizing stations available. Thirdly, we want students to participate in a daily health screening. Not just students, but our employees as well. That includes a simple set of questions that we're asking students to do through an app, as well as a temperature check. Next, the fourth, I think, item on the list is to practice self-care.
And what do you mean by that?
Self-care means taking care of your mind and your body. And so taking opportunities to exercise, taking opportunities to talk with friends virtually, taking moments to decompress and to really think about how you're feeling. It's utilizing resources. We have a student counseling service on campus. We want students to use that resource particularly to help address any concerns or issues that they might be having. Next up, we want our students to sanitize surfaces.
Yes.
And what that means, of course, is in every classroom when you walk in, there'll be sanitizing wipes and so forth. Each classroom will be cleaned after each class. But we want students to take personal responsibility for wiping down their own areas. In their residence halls, the same thing. Taking responsibility for keeping the areas around them safe. And lastly, I think this is our last one.
Stay home if you're sick.
Stay home if you're sick.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There's a lot to think about when it comes to keeping this virus in check.
And stay home when you're sick is actually a very, very important issue because it runs counter actually to advice that we give students, which is go to class. Every new student that comes to Mississippi State, that's one of the things we say to them is go to class. Amidst the COVID virus, we don't want students to go to class physically if they have symptoms of COVID or if they have a known exposure to someone who has COVID-19.
It's all really important stuff to keep in mind, and it's difficult, but the entire community can really benefit from implementing all of these Cowbell Well initiatives as well. So where can we go for more information?
Yes, we have a COVID-19 website off of the main Mississippi State webpage at msstate.edu, and it's the first thing that you see when you open up the homepage.
All right, Dr. Hyatt, thank you for your information and your time.
Thank you so much.